Hi, so I've seen a lot of people have trouble with the two characters overlapping to give you some extra effects. So I'm just going to talk you through the way I do it and some tricks and some tips that might allow you to avoid some trouble. So starting out with just default person here. One of the things that I always do before I do anything else is go in and change the height of the character. I find that they look a bit compressed and a bit too mini-like. I know that's the purpose of the thing, but if you want to make a good looking person, ramp their height up to about 7 feet. Shrink down some of the proportions. You can always, make the build bigger or smaller if you want. I just think it looks a bit more natural. Then we're going to go and choose a different hairstyle. This one will do for now. And clothing, something modern, some pants, and some shoes, whatever, that'll do. Put some sandals on and choose something in the hands to hold. This'll do. Now at this point, before you do the merge thing, you want to go and pose your person as much as you can. So into the standard ones. I'm not going to do anything fancy. That'll do. You can custom move them around a little bit if you want to. All the stuff you need to do. Set your facial expression as much as you can before you do the merge. It just makes less work later. Pick up this hand, tilt that around. There you go. Now save this. So save as, call it whatever you want, and you're good to go. Now to get the second character in, you go into the stage section, into extra, which you're already on, and then you've got this beta feature over here. So click on beta and find the person you just created, import them, and you now have your two characters on your base. Now the way that you identify them is this little tab up here that says main and extra. Main is the original character you put on, the one that appears on this left side here is on the screen, and the extra one is this other character here. Now first off, we're going to work with the main one. We'll go over to pose and advanced, and this is the little tab we need to deal with. You'll usually start off a little bit off center. It's just easiest to reset these all to 0 for the moment. You can either type that in or you can click the little arrows, whatever you want to do. We'll move them again in a minute. Before you do that, if you're not going to do anything really complex, I find that changing your second character, so click onto extra here, to remove things like the ears, the hair, eyes, eyebrows, and teeth, don't need them, clothing, just get rid of everything. And even go into the body here, and if you're not going to do a weapon overlay, then on the extra, take off the arms, and what that will do is make it so that you've got to do less work later if you decide you need to reposition the arms on your main character. So now back into pose again, change over to your main, advanced, and then position them on the base where you want. Swap back to your extra character, and again set all of this stuff to 0. That means they're on the same angle. Now this part you've got to do manually. There's no real trick to it. You've just got to slide them across into the correct position. You can adjust them if you need to, with the little arrows if they're just slightly off center. Sometimes what happens is you will get this weird problem with height. Looks a bit like that. See, you get this double feature here. Just turn your shoes off and your height will match better and you won't get that double problem. Why you might do this whole thing in the first place is, say we go into the head now, we want to add a second hairstyle. We're currently on our second character. Click on main and you might want to go in and choose another hairstyle like I don't know, what's something interesting. Let's put that one on. You see you now have double hairstyle. You could put on something like big ponytail, like so. Switch back to your main character, and maybe you want some other, that looks stupid, but maybe you want fringe, like that. Double hairstyle. Say you're working with a beard, go into the beards here, you're on your main. Okay, you've got this guy here, beards, good, but what you can do is put this beard on like so, this one, and then you go into your second character, your extra, and then you can combine and make more beards. Beard, big beard, change back to your main, turn the mustache off. You see, you just get extra little features. So if we go into our main and have no mustache, into our extra and choose, say, this beard, into our main, and then have a little curly mustache. See what I mean? It just allows you a little bit more freedom with what you're doing. Now, that also means if you want to add things like wings to your character, you can go into the body. Normally you're limited to a set of wings, so go into wings here, pick some big wings, manipulate those how you like in the pose section. But if you go back into your main, you can then also add a second set of wings, and that lets you pose those as well. 4 wings. You can add all the horns. You can add all the possible horns to this character. So horns, first set, second set, bigger than that, third set, there you go. Then pop into your extra character and do it all again. So basically, horns everywhere if you want to do that. But that's how you do the double character. Hope that helped a little bit.